You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge Joel JJ. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are real. This is his courtroom. This is Judge Joel JJ. 21-year-old Mr. Gonzalez, owner of successful Chilango Mexican restaurant, is here today to sue Mr. Pico de Gallo. Mr. Pico de Gallo is owner of Pico de Gallo Hot Sauce Company. Mr. Gonzalez ordered an order of Valentina, but instead he got a lot of sriracha that he did not want. Now he's seeking $10,000.12 over monetary and emotional distress.
Alright, Supreme Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Joel is presenting. If you give me attitude, I'll give you attitude. All seated. My name is Judge JJ, stands for Judge Joel. And first of all, you two are on the incorrect sides. Come on, you guys gotta both switch. Alright, now we can get started. Mr. Gonzalez, start your case.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I'm a very successful businessman. I'm a successful Mexican restaurant owner called Chilango Mexican Restaurant. And so I have a lot of clients. I'm popular. My restaurant's popular.
Alright, hold on. Mr. Gonzalez, I don't need you to promote your restaurant. I just need you to tell me what happened with Mr. Pico de Gallo.
So yeah, this is what happens. Every month I order hot sauce from his company, Pico de Gallo Hot Sauce Company. And I always ask for Valentina. And to my surprise, on May 1st, I get a huge bottle of sriracha.
No, man, that's not true.
You gave me sriracha, man. You gave me sriracha, all right?
What do you mean?
Okay, this is why we're here. And so I'm like, man, I can't give to my, loyal customers food like this because I'm gonna give me tacos de carnitas, de asada de pastor, de lengua. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. Tacos de lengua. Is that even a restaurant?
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Tacos de lengua.
Do I have to take this case to criminal court? Tacos de lengua.
Oh yes, tacos de lengua. They're from cow tongue. You never tried them? Oh, they're awesome. You should try them out. You should know.
You tame your tongue and your attitude because I'm the only one that asks questions here. Alright, Mr. Pico de Gallo, can you tell me what happened?
I too have a successful business, and I'm on with my clients. If they ask for guacamole, I give them guacamole. And if they ask for pico de gallo, I give them pico de gallo. And if they ask for tapatio, I give them tapatio. And if they ask for red hot chili peppers, I'll give them red hot chili peppers.
Really? Red hot chili peppers?
Yeah, I got all their albums at home.
Alright, so did you send him Valentina when he asked for Valentina?
Yes, I have the Valentina delivery order right here.
Give me that order form. Mr. Gonzalez, everything checks out well with him. Do you have any more evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, I actually brought the actual hot sauce delivery, and it's I could bring him as evidence and as a witness.
Bring him in.
Okay. Sriracha bottle, get over here. Your Honor, as you can see, this is not a Valentina bottle. This is a sriracha bottle, 177 pounds of sriracha. You know, people who go to my restaurant don't expect sriracha. They expect Valentina, Tapatio, Tabasco, guacamole, pico de gallo, chamoy, right? And I don't need this sriracha for mis quesadillas, for mis burritos, for mis flautas, mis huevos rancheros, enchiladas, chilaquiles, pozole, tamales, burritos, quesadillas, flautas, y chimichangas. Okay? So as you can see...
Don't tell me what I can see or what I can't see. Officer, remind me to go to a Mexican place after this. Mr. Pico de Gallo, can you please explain the sriracha bottle?
Look, Your Honor, I know it's my sriracha. I sell sriracha, but I don't know why my sriracha is here. Ask for yourself, he's old enough.
Hey, watch it. You're in JJ's court. And what is your name?
Well, Your Honor, I'm a sriracha bottle, but I do have to admit I'm guilty of being too spicy.
Good.
Spill the beans.
Okay, Your Honor, I did come from Pico de Gallo's restaurant, and his workers made a mistake. So I went to Chilango's Mexican restaurant.
Oh, so you did come from Mr. Pico de Gallo's company because it was a mistake from the workers. What do you got to say about that, Mr. Pico de Gallo?
Sriracha, guacamole, Valentina, it's all the same thing. People eat anyway, why not ask him? He's the one that put on all his food already because he's the one that uses most of it.
You I don't need your attitude. And did you, sir, use the sriracha bottle?
Yes, I had to use the sriracha bottle because he promised me and told me that he was going to be as good as the Valentina, if not even better. And so I had to carry him.
You're telling me that you carried 177 pounds of sriracha? Show me.
Brought a plate of pollo right here to show you. Let me put this over there. Get a chair. Alright, get on sriracha bottle. It's at 170 pounds. Get it like this. And then they start pouring on the container slowly, just like that. And I know it was a little heavy, but and see, you got the pollo right there. And once I was done, I put them laying down slowly. Like that. To get my money's worth, Judge, I would have to squeeze to get all the sriracha out, as you can see. There you go.
Enough. Leave the poor sriracha bottle alone. Both of you guys are at fault. Look at this poor little sriracha. He's all emptied out. He laid down his life so others could have a great meal. I've made my decision. Mr. Gonzalez, you're not going to get money. In fact, you're going to lose money because you're going to have to provide me a lifetime supply of Mexican food.
What? What do you mean?
Order. As for you, Pico de Gallo, you may not have to pay 1 cent, but you're going to have to wear that sriracha suit. No! Let's put on that sriracha bottle on Pico de Gallo so we can know how it feels like to be a poor, sad little sriracha for the rest of his life. A couple of questions, Mr. Sriracha. How do you feel about the outcome of this court case?
It sucked and it was the most realistic day of my life.
How did you feel when you had to put on the suit, knowing that you're going to have to put it on for the rest of your life?
It was humiliating, it was embarrassing, it was shameful, it was very like dishonorable.
Last question, Mr. Sriracha. How do you feel about your partnership with Mr. Gonzalez in the future?
No comment. It's just like, I'm not gonna be working with him anymore.
Interesting. Thank you, Mrs. Sriracha.
Bye.
A couple questions, Mr. Gonzalez.
No.
How did you feel about this court case?
Although it was totally unfair. I didn't get any money whatsoever, not even the 12 cents for emotional distress. And I worked hard.
Last question, Mr. Gonzalez. How do you see yourself in the future working with Pico de Gallo?
Well, I'm not gonna go to Pico de Gallo anymore. I'm gonna be going to La Gloria, or Cuatro Caminos Meat Market right there in Colonia or Rose Park. I think they're more reliable than Pico de Gallo hot sauce restaurant.
We'll catch up with that then.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You.
Justice has never tasted this good.
Hey, what's up, Young Life in Oxnard? My name is Alex, and I'm a Young Life leader at Wainimi High School and also Channel Islands. Go Raiders! Go Vikings! Hey, I heard that on the other side of town, Pacifica and Oxnard High, that you guys have all kinds of beef over there over Gonzales Road. And they tell me that this year, Oxnard High has control of Gonzales Road. But I also hear that Pacifica has control over the whole state. What's up with that? Well, down here in the South, we're cool. We share Bard Road and a little bit of Rose Avenue, and we're cool over here. As we know, nothing but love for the homies, but they're always marking out their territory as well out here in the city. But I say these things and I bring these things up because as a people, as humans, sometimes we tend to get territorial. Even the people that own these lands, one day they're going to die. They're not going to take these lands with them. And so ultimately, all of these things are just temporary and they don't really belong to us. But it did remind me of a story that Jesus spoke that I want to share with you today. Now, remember that Jesus came and died for us. And after he died, 3 days later, he rose from the dead. Now, after he rose from the dead, it says that he was here on this earth for another 40 days, almost 6 weeks, before he ascended into heaven right in front of his followers. And he made the promise that he's going to come back to rule and reign. And so with that in mind, I want you to understand the scenario this day, because he speaks this story about 8 weeks before he ascended into heaven. And he says this, now they're walking into Jerusalem and all the people are thinking that the kingdom is about to appear. It's just going to pop up physically because he's talking about the kingdom. And so the people are imagining and they're thinking, well, you're the king and this kingdom is going to have to pop up because you're here. But that's not his timing. And he tells them this story because he knows they're thinking that way. And he says, a nobleman went to a faraway country to receive the kingdom and come back and rule over it. Now, before he goes, it says in the story, he gathers 10 of his servants and he gives them 10 minas, 1 mina apiece. Now, a mina would have been about 3 months worth of wages. Not a lot, but not a little. And he says, go do business until I come back. Go do something sensible, something that makes sense. Go invest it into the kingdom, because that's the whole topic, the kingdom. Easy instruction. It also says that the citizens of that country hated him. They didn't like him. And so they sent a delegation to the higher authority, some people to go in front of him to say to the higher authority, hey, we don't want this man to rule over us. We don't want it. But guess what, guys? If he's the rightful king and this is his land, he's going to come back and rule it whether you like it or not, even if you hate him. And so what ends up happening next, in the next verse, it says that the king comes back to his land here on this earth. And the first thing he does is he gathers those people that his servants, and he says, hey, what did you do with that mina? Well, the first one says, Lord, your mina made 10. Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful with a little bit. Man, I'm going to make you a ruler over 10 cities. Man, that's like giving him a whole country to rule. Very generous. Then the second guy comes and says, Lord, your mina made 5. Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful with little. I'm going to put you in charge of 5 cities. Wow, just gave him a whole county to rule. Very generous. But the king, it's his land. He can give it to whoever he wills when he comes back, right? But then there was a third servant. And it says he was of another kind. He wasn't like the first 2. And it says that he hid the mina in a handkerchief. And he didn't do nothing with it. So obviously the king's like, well, why didn't you do something? Why didn't you do what I told you? Why did you hide it in a handkerchief? He goes, well, it's because you are a hard man. And you take what you don't put down. In other words, you're a thief. And you reap from what you didn't sow. You don't even work and you take it. So I decided not to do anything with it. And the king responds by saying, you are condemned by your own words, you wicked servant. Because if I was such a hard man, and if I was such a thief, and I didn't like to work, then why didn't you put what I gave you into the bank so it could gain a little bit of interest so when I come back? And it just showed the hypocrisy of that servant, that he didn't really know his master and he didn't really have a heart for his purpose. And then he goes and tells to the people that are standing around, he says, hey, take what he has, this unfaithful servant, take what he has and give it to the guy who has 10. But Lord, he already has 10. He don't need no more. Well, to him who has, even more will be given to them. Why? Because they can be trusted, because they're faithful and they're going to do the right thing with it. And that's God's heart. And then he says one more thing in the story to conclude it. He says, hey, bring me those enemies of mine that are still against me, ruling over them, and slay them right in front of me. And this is what I want to say through that story that Jesus spoke 8 weeks before he ascended into heaven. There are 3 groups. The first 2 represent the first group. It's faithful people who believe in him and who are using what they have for his kingdom. They're faithful people, and God's going to take care of them. And then the second group is the pretenders that say they're serving, but they're not doing anything for the kingdom. And they will be found out to be pretenders in the end. And then the third group, of course, we know they receive the consequence of their rebellion. But what I want to say to you for this week regarding that is be faithful to what you believe and know to be true. Invest in the kingdom. Hey, bring hope to others. It's a time to believe and to continue to share and give hope to other people who don't have it. Because when the King comes back, he's going to tell you, well done, my good and faithful servant. You were faithful with little. Now I'm going to put you in charge of a lot. Hey, take care. I'll see you soon. Have a great rest of your week.
Hi guys, my name is Marisol. I am one of your Young Life leaders serving here in Oxnard. Just want to let you know to follow us on our Instagram page at YL_Oxnard. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Young Life Oxnard. But for sure, follow us on our Instagram page because you know what? We will be raffling off some cool Young Life gear and more stuff. How awesome is that? Come on. Free stuff? Yeah. You right there. Hit that follow button. Click follow. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching and see you later.